Everything on my side is looking alright. It's the high power, original B-boy, traditional raw bass material, Brooklyn individual, true grand imperial. You're hearing on your stereo, transcribed alive the most death. Initial, sit back and listen. You ain't in no position to deal with my conditional, mentally a physical strength is indivisible. Crews becoming pitiful, space base and a typical downfall. Eventual, I'm not feeling you. Don't know what your label telling you or what magic beans they selling you. I can't flow, you can't though. Example of a cat who just a modern day sample. Who be bitching out to A&R demand so you could collect your little petty cash advance. Ho, you knock me and sloppy, but not me. I'm INDEPENDENT.
It was a jam at the center and the party was shaking and the bottles was popping and the breakers was breaking and the room being on to everybody know that B-boys rock the document.
You warm to injure, I'm hot to death, I'm foul, plus I'm winning. You think I shot the ref? Rock a vest if you out of tone speaking, cause I'm right there like nightmares. I catch MCs while they sleeping. I'm back, these rap cats is wildin'. Got them in the studio popping values, remastering their album. I'm about to re-up and restructure the case. You stuck, you about to get rearranged and replaced. I got plans for this rap game. Put your head in the toilet and look, son, if you think my shit done changed, my shit is out of your range, rip you out of your frame. Cop your tape and the next day, cop an exchange. If you ain't rockin' raw, what you rockin' for? Without heat, y'all MCs ain't hot no more. So for you lame cats trying to put your hit out, try rockin' back and forth, it might be easy to get your shit out.
It was a jam at the center and the party was shaking and the poppers was popping and the breakers was breaking and the room being on to everybody know that B-boys rock the document.
I'm Jedi Master, Mace Windu. What you been through? Keep MC's head wrapped like Erica Badu. Hip hop's Cleon Jones when Eon Jones whackers MCs. We pee on those. No need to impede the high and mighty mystique. That shit would be as ignorant as Jimmy the Greek, claiming they Godzilla when they really got Zuki. Got a mill from Charlie Brown when I kidnapped Snoopy. Eon, stellar performance, nay ordnance, rhyme menace, inverse your verbal nuisance in accordance with all the laws from the cordless. Starbuck coming through, any pin cordless. Stereo stomping, defeated me is like Latrell choking up John Thompson. Charles Bronson had a death wish for this next to left shit, leaving all these hot air MCs breathless.
It was a jam at the center and the party was shaking and the poppers was popping and the breakers was breaking and the room being on to everybody know that the B-boys rock the document. It said B-boys rock the document.
I hope you're feeling pretty oozy there. I see Chris is feeling oozy. What's up, chat? Bill? Chris? What's up? What's up? It's been a while, hasn't it? Hasn't it? We've done some stuff. I've done things behind the scenes. You know, otherwise living the dream, I guess, for the most part. I hope you guys are doing well. Welcome back. We're not really re-streaming because I don't want to watch Infinite Wealth at all. And unless he was getting $0 dues. But hey, that's what it is. Lately, he's been doing all right for the most part, right? Getting them big money goals. Trying to scare away 1 Minute Man. Saying mean things about him. Being rude to him. Telling him fuck off pretty much. And then 1 Minute Man gives him money and says, You should watch how you talk to people. It's like, dude, he's talking shit about you and you're still giving him cash money every day? All right. I mean, there's no saving everybody, right? Right? We've covered this a couple times. I talked about it with GTG the other day. You can't save every single person. You can't run in there and be the little Mr. Captain Save-A-Ho. But tonight, we're going to be talking about Mr. Views here. Mr. Views, good old Dark Side Phil. My favorite cow of all time. Trust me, I'm getting more into other cows for a certain reason, and I know some of you guys know about it, and I'm sure you guys will find out about it soon. So get a nice dose of my kitty cat hanging out with me with his lovely soft collar. He's gonna go over there and sit on top of the PC. But yeah, Phil earlier today during his pre-stream said something along the lines of, "Hey, on my birthday, maybe we should just watch all of this stuff. My top most popular YouTube videos of all time, dudes. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna steal it. I'm just gonna run it. Because why not? Why not? What am I losing? Nothing. I've seen most of the garbage. I know what's in the landfill. But sometimes it's nice to pull out the hidden treasures, right? And give you what you need. And right now I'm just gonna cut it off. Like you're gonna miss nothing. What? Derek's birthday tier list? He doesn't even know what to do a birthday tier list on. What is he gonna do? Top 10 porn stars that he's jerked off to today? I mean, we all know how much of a degen that little dude is. Oh, top 10 racist remarks of 2010. How about 2014? How about 2015? 2017? 2020? I'm sure they're all out there. You could do a whole list on them. Fuck, maybe I should do a list on them. It'd be funny. Have a little sip of the Ricada juice there. Just to kind of get things pushing here. So, Phil lately has been stuck in quite the rut. If you look at majority of his content, it's propelled by either drama or woe is me, sad boy situations. You know, he's crying about all sorts of stuff. Like, he can't even stop talking about Turkey Tom. Turkey Tom moved on days ago. Keem's been trying to get his goat lately. You know, there's been a couple other people rocking his boat. Rich, for one, has his own drama garbage. You know, Jay's out there telling people, oh, Phil emailed me. Well, I don't know if you're going to show proof or not, Jay. But people around here don't like that shit. You know, it's just like, okay. You know, fucking look at ATL. That old man took a bunch of heat for posting up big fat Bigfoot pictures. Like, quite often. He was getting smoked. You know? I came in there, tried to soften the blow, be like, yo, dude, shit happens. Guess what? Homie was right. And he kept stepping. I mean, that's what you gotta do. In a lot of these situations, you just gotta keep stepping. I don't know what your direction is. I don't even know what my direction is most of the time. Now, I got different projects working up. Whole bunch of nonsense going on. But yeah, I don't think he's gonna start with the Homefront video. No. Turbo knows on that. I got you. Like I think we'll just hop into it, chat. Really, I mean, whoever shows up. Other people are probably gonna watch some Like a Dragon garbage. Good times. So, I think he's gonna do some Shattered Dimensions. Now the thing about this is part 1 of Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions. Okay, a playthrough part 1. That's the whole title. Okay, 3.2 million views 13 years ago. That's it. That's what you get. I mean, come on. He's gonna lead off with shit like this, that he's made millions of views on certain videos, but he will never tell you why. Come here. Are you done? Oh, you look done. Come here. Come here, big guy. Good job eating. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna mess shit up. Let's just chill out. But yeah, no, Phil used to be, and still is, Mr. Views, as everybody likes to call him. He chases down day one views like Duty chases down clout. Or Duty's trying to chase down, you know, that Melanie chick or some shit. I saw that, dude. Come on. Duty's been a little dirty lately, right? I mean, I don't know what's up with the guy. Maybe he's having a little trouble at home. I don't know. Is he going to be the next Pasta Miller? Who knows? That's the fun part about this. We're all a bunch of different people who have different scopes on one fucking piggy. And we're all here to entertain you and laugh at it. That's pretty much it. I mean, you saw the post on Twitter from June the King. He was sitting there, be like, what legacy guys weren't in it for the money to clown on Phil? And everybody's like, no. That's okay, clowned on Phil for money. Everybody else is clowning on Phil just for funsies. That's really what it is. Now, everybody these days, you know, I've talked to GTG for a little while about this. Everybody's playing this kumbaya bullshit, right? Like we're all friends, kissing each other's foreheads, you know, tell each other good night. I get it. I like it. That's fine by me. You want to be everybody's friend? Trust me, I like to be everybody's friend too. But we're all people, and a lot of people forget that. And people are in this game for whatever reason they might be in it for. I don't know what you're in it for. I've seen a lot of people change. I've changed over the years, right? Doing live streams, being monetized, right? That's what got me in trouble on the farms, apparently, for that bullshit. But hey, I'm not that petty of a motherfucker. I just feel competitive. That's all. Sometimes you want to be competitive. It's fun. I like to do it in my video games, but I don't like to do it on creative platforms. That's it. There's no point. I'm being creative for myself here. I'm trying to be entertaining to you with that. I don't know if I'm going to be too successful or not, but hey, that's why we play the game. It's a bunch of fun. And it should be. And if you're not having fun, you should just fucking leave. I mean, that's just how it should be. You got to take care of yourself. Really, to be honest. First. So, this video is 14 minutes long. As you can see, there's a little bump right here. That's a cutscene. There's another one right here with a cutscene. Wow. And that's it. There's like a little titty bump over here. Like you get a throbbing stationary into a filled titty into a cat titty. And it's nothing to shake a leg at. Like we're gonna watch some of it.
All right, here we go. This is a highly anticipated game for me anyway, being the first Spider-Man game I've played in about 2 years now. And I really enjoyed Web of Shadows 2 years ago, and it ended up being one of my most highly viewed video series of all time. And it really launched my YouTube channel to the masses when the videos went viral. So I am really looking forward to this. Hopefully it will be just as good. Activision did a good job last time. And now, of course, the well-known Beanox, who the fuck is Beanox? What the hell was that? Beanox. Alright, Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions. Press start.
I forgot.
Press stop, motherfucker. When this icon appears, panic. It means it's a red ring. And
I forgot how loud this shit was. Like, holy shit. Like, this dude is yelling at this camera while he's recording on this TV. Like, before this, you had that sideways angle. I don't know if any of you guys remember that shit. There's a strange, like, sideways camera angle that he did really, really fucking early on with a lot of this shit. And, you know, it's just going to be silly. Yeah. No, and it's not going to be entertaining for anybody. That's why I'm blowing up his spot on this. Because this shit is just pure garbage. And I might as well recycle it into stupid content to laugh at. But Phil here is going to clown it up, do his normal day one view routine. He's going to give you the history about the game, history about the franchise, fucking suck at controls, go into menus. You'll see. You'll see. It comes full circle, and that's the best thing. Yeah, but avoid the birthday stream. I'm telling you right now, from all the experience I have of watching Phil's trash year after year after year, this is copy-paste of last year, just with more suck and hopefully more fat fucking wife footage.
your console's dead. No, I'm just kidding. Aha. Oh, check this out. It's going between the different dimensions. This is awesome. You got regular Spider-Man. You got Ultimate Spider-Man. Wow, this looks dope. You got Spider-Man 2099. And Spider-Man Noir. Alright, new game. I just decided till you barely see the spider logo. Well, we're going to pump up the brightness a little bit, I think. Well, if I go lower like this.
Yeah. Watch the WrestleMania. That shit's going to be fire.
A little high. And then in the game, if we need to adjust it later, we'll adjust it.
The WWE's.
Start it like that. Looks good, right? Did you know the powers of
Gesture
Cosmic
Box has been pretty
Spider-Man
good
come
lately.
from the Enigma Force? The Enigma Force is a physical manifestation of the Unipower, which imbues
You're watching it on his little laptop.
Watch as once again.
That's fucking Stan Lee!
Forces are at work
I mean,
in our
he did
world
ride Spider-Man.
to wreak havoc with our very existence.
They actually got the real Stan Lee to narrate.
Prowls the halls
It's a
of Empire
Marvel
State
property?
University after dark. None other than the master of illusion himself.
Mysterio.
Sing Mysterio.
The Mexican luchador, Rey Mysterio.
Product of order and chaos. Selling you on the black market is gonna make me a mint.
Good, you can use a mint. I can smell your breath from here.
Spider-Man!
Wait, how would you eat a mint through that fishbowl?
Spider-Man? Here, have a stink bomb. Whoa!
Nice! Don't get me wrong, your illusions are nifty and all, but if you ask me, they could use a little more kick.
Whoa.
Bound for
Souvenirs are available in the
bankruptcy.
gift shop.
What the fuck?
Stop it!
Dude, send me a message. I like watching silly wrestling stuff.
Whoa.
That's kind of proud.
Fucking Scud missile off the hand. What the hell? So why does Mysterio have that? Woohoo! Uh-oh.
What's this?
Hey, Bubblehead, think fast!
Slingshot! He just broke a priceless artifact. What an asshole.
Whoa, what the heck was that?
It was only worth 10 billion.
Yeah, that's really it. He has a line here about some grandma titties, so I'll put it here for Madam Web. So big ups to grandma titties.
Look at my rack. I'm still able to keep them nice and perky even though I'm 5 billion years old.
Yeah, and we're gonna move on from that because that's really it. Like, congratulations, Phil. That was a video for sure. But that 3.2 million views. I mean, he got millions of views for being Mr. First for Mr. Views. Like that was his idea of YouTube way back in the day, and it worked. I mean, 10 years ago, it still worked. You got Need for Speed, and he got that shit up fast. And every single time. But if you continue down the list, like, and start scrolling, I mean, the fourth video here, not even 1 million views, and I don't even know if we'll hit it and talk about it. But this is his, like, SOPA bill and shit like that, where he's like, my business, dude. You should watch this, because it's in his condo, and there's a bunch of shitty statues and merch in the background. Kind of fun. Kind of fun. But this is your little preview, if you will, to good old Poolside Phil. It's going to be absolute garbage. Keep in mind, he's probably drunk.
Oh! What's up, everyone? DSP here. I'm just dicking around. I went to get my drink and the camera started already. But anyway...
Yeah, we know about
really
early
important
camera
this
stuff,
video,
Phil.
Okay? Whether you're a fan or not of me, why am I holding this? If you are at all a fan of seeing footage of video games on the internet, of any sort...
Look at this pro lighting. Like,
video clips
he's in the fucking dark.
We're talking live
looks
streaming
unkept.
playthroughs, streaming of
No
tournaments,
shower
like
for like a
Street
week.
Fighter tournaments, StarCraft
Probably drunk.
tournaments, Call of Duty tournaments. We're even talking.
full
I'm
beard.
not joking. We're even talking coverage of E3, video of games at E3 that's just going over the internet.
His own stanky
There's
shirt.
a bill that was created that is currently being debated.
Yeah,
by
he used to
Congress.
hit these like SOPA and
It's up
Pippa
for
bills
approval or whatever,
with like real
and possibly
thunder.
will be signed
So
into law.
I'll
this
be right
bill-
back though. So
the bill
enjoy
is
watching this. This is your little
978,
preview
okay?
for anybody interested in
Here's what the intent
you know,
of the bill
Diaz
is.
politics
The bill
or whatever
is
he's gonna
intending that they don't
fucking
want
call that
people
bullshit. I'll be back.
Streaming TV, movies, that kind of copyrighted content over the internet, because Hollywood and these studios are worried about it. They're worried that they're losing profits because people are doing this kind of stuff over the internet. Now, what the goal of the bill is to not only make it illegal, but to have very serious legal consequences for this. Number one, you could possibly have massive civil fines, which we're talking thousands upon thousands of dollars. And number two, you could actually go to jail for this. I believe it's like up to 5 years you can go to jail for doing it, okay? I can understand where they're coming from there with movies and TV and that kind of media that is not changing. It's not a changing interactive media, okay? What I don't understand is that this bill, if it goes through the way it's worded right now, will actually also apply to video games, because video games are considered copyrighted works. Now, as of right now, it's perfectly legal to stream tournament footage of a video game, to stream a playthrough of a video game, or to upload videos of a video game, and especially with live commentary. If you're doing commentary on it, you're basically making it a transformative work, which makes it completely legal, okay? You're giving your own commentary, criticism, you're turning it into a transformed work. Other people have also made the argument that just gameplay of video games is completely legal to put on the internet because just the act of you picking up the controller and actually interacting with the game creates something that's far different than just watching a stagnant movie or TV show that ever changes. This, your interaction with the game, creates a transformative work. Now, the problem is the way the bill is worded. It says that copyrighted works cannot be publicly displayed or performed without the permission of the copyright holder. So essentially what this means is if I'm going to do a playthrough of Modern Warfare 3 and I'm going to do the campaign, I need to get exclusive permission from Activision, Infinity Ward, whoever you want to say is the copyright holder of the game, to do that. And not only just the campaign, but the multiplayer. If I want to record a match of me playing the game multiplayer and put it on the internet, I'd have to go out of my way to get exclusive permission from this company. Take a wild guess if I were to email Activision, if they're ever going to email me back and tell me if I can have permission to do a playthrough of their game. I'm just never going to get a response because they're a big company. They don't care about that kind of stuff, okay? They're worried about developing games.
You say
now,
hateful slurs, Phil.
Here's
no,
the thing.
you're not allowed.
Because it's
No-
worded incorrectly,
no friendships.
this bill,
No
if it
partnerships.
does go into law, you're talking literally entire businesses will go out of business. Machinima, for one.
Dead. Doesn't matter.
Any other, company that puts this kind of footage on the internet.
Oh, it only mattered
half of
because it was
YouTube's
there.
going to have
Oops.
to be taken down. It's going to be an insane amount of work to take down all these video game footage videos. You know what I mean? Anyone who has partnership with these things is going to be taken down. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Now, I believe that the
I wonder if
law,
Steve has that
also
word
the
on
way
the
that
board.
it works is that it says you have to make more than $2,500 in a year in order to be legally liable, and also you need to have 10 strikes, meaning I could upload 9 videos of video game footage and I'm fine, as long as if someone asks me to take it down, I take it down, but if I
That
upload
would
a
sweet
10,
salute.
that's it. That's it. I've broken the law, and I could either get massive fines or I could go to jail, okay? Now, first of all, I'm not being an alarmist here, all right? I'm not saying, oh my God, the house is burning down, it's the end of the internet as we know it, okay? But there's a couple things. First of all, this bill is very early. It just got introduced, I believe, in May, and they just talked about it for the first time on June 20th. So it's not close to being passed yet, okay? But the thing is, a lot of major media outlets like Hollywood are really pushing hard to get this bill passed.
Steve with the chair.
I have no problem with the bill if they were to amend it to make fucking sense. The problem is a lot of our lawmakers are out of touch with reality, out of touch with how the internet really works, what's actually on places like YouTube, and they're just listening to the lobbyists who are talking into their ears saying, you have to pass this bill because people are downloading movies and TV and it's not fair. And they're just saying, yeah, that makes sense. No one should be able to steal or broadcast movies or TV over the internet. Let's just pass the bill. And they're not understanding the repercussions of the bill on other forms of media, primarily video games in particular, okay? So I'm not even talking just about me. I'm saying Team Spooky, the guys on the West Coast who I apologize because I forgot their name, that they stream Street Fighter tournaments. Anyone who streams any gaming whatsoever will be shut down. I'll be shut down. Anyone who puts gaming footage on the internet will be shut down. And so now, guess what's going to happen? We're going to go back to the dark ages before the internet where you don't know if a game's good or not because you can't actually see footage of it. You can't actually get an honest review of it. You know what I mean? It's going to be completely flipped on its head. It's like all this freedom of information that we've had, all this technological advances that we've had is going to go away.
This fucking guy.
But it doesn't only apply to video games. Think
YouTube
about
has
this.
freedom
There's a lot
of
people
information,
on
man.
YouTube that actually made it big singing karaoke. I mean, Justin Bieber was one of them. Justin Bieber, a couple other people have actually gotten signed because they were playing
Justin Bieber
other
touched by
artist's
Diddy?
song, and they sang it, and they made it big, and now they're getting, they're made it big. Guess what? This makes that illegal too. You can't do that because that's copyrighted music. And you can't put that on the internet. How dare you sing a karaoke song on the internet? That's going to make it illegal too. That's how absurd this bill is. And
I can't wait till they freak out about AI more.
It's ludicrous. A lot of people are buzzing about this. Ultra David from the SRK community over on SureYouCan.com wrote a large article about it, and he's a lawyer. So he knows his stuff, and he's very, very concerned. And he's like, how can lawmakers try to pass a bill without understanding the entire situation of what it will actually affect.
They probably did. Arizona
they're
Man
being
Gamer.
very
What's up,
lazy,
man?
basically, and they're being very unprofessional in their jobs, and they're basically risking business. They're risking big business. I mean, there's a lot of people who are making money off
That's
this
RK
kind of thing,
hated Phil.
and there's nothing wrong with it. It actually promotes,
They were like first
for
to hate him.
example, the video games, the music, or whatever it is that's being used. Now, again, if it's being used properly, I do not in any way condone just uploading a TV show or uploading or streaming a movie over the internet for free, and people are basically stealing it. That's not right. That I completely agree with is incorrect. You should not be able to do that. But a video game playthrough that promotes your game, shows people enjoying the game, shows people what the game's like, makes them want to go out and buy it, it's a no-brainer that this stuff is not some kind of a thing that's hurting business. It's actually helping business. And the government is not understanding this because, again, they just have these one group of lobbyists whispering in their ear, and they're not thinking it through, okay? Now, the other thing is, this might never even get passed because traditionally what happens in our U.S. government, I don't know, I have a lot of international fans. I just saw in my latest Ask the King episode that 45% of my viewers are actually international, which is huge. I didn't even know that. But
Overseas
in the U.S.
retards.
government, what typically happens is when they try to get a bill passed, all of a sudden, someone will try to tack something else onto the bill. So you'll have a bill for this, like this, and then they'll say, yeah, but we have to make sure that in Indiana it's illegal to fuck goats because there was a guy last week that fucked a goat, and we gotta stop those dirty goat fuckers. So we're gonna put an amendment on the bill that says in Indiana it's illegal to fuck a goat. And sometimes you're
hold on.
Amendment on the and then someone will try to tack something else onto the bill. So you'll have a bill for this, like this, and then they'll say, yeah, but we have to make sure that in Indiana it's illegal to fuck goats because there was a guy last week that fucked a goat and we gotta stop those dirty goat fuckers. So we're gonna put an amendment on the bill that says in Indiana it's illegal to fuck a goat. And sometimes you're just like, what the fuck does that have to do with the bill at hand? And they do this a lot of the times, these bills, because they try to get so much done at once. They'll put 40 things on the bill and only 2 of them are related and the rest is a bunch of shit. Okay? This is what happens in our legal system, not our legal system, our government. Isn't it a great government? So anyway, that might hold up any kind of decision that would be made about this bill.
Like, he's a crazy person.
And I really don't foresee that the bill gets passed anytime soon. Traditionally, these kind of things take a while. They're going to argue on each side. They're going to hash out the bill. They're going to try to change it a little bit. What I really am hoping is that people hear people like me explaining to the government, listen, this is not right. What you're doing is a blanket law that's actually going to hinder business and basically shut down freedom of information on the internet. You're basically going to go back to the dark ages before the internet existed because you're making a law that's going to benefit a very few little small businesses that are trying to make movies and films, and you're fucking over a completely new industry that was created by the internet, okay? So you have to think before you act. You have to think before you pass this bill. It needs to be amended or changed before it's passed in its current form, okay? Now, what can you do as an individual? If you're a U.S. citizen, you have the right to help out. You can write your congressperson and explain, say, I don't believe that this bill is correct.
Can I send it in, like, red crayon?
Not that I'm supporting piracy or anything like that in any way, but this is going to negatively affect lots of different things that have happened. People won't be able to sing karaoke songs on the internet anymore.
Oh,
People
no.
won't ever be able to do a review of a video game. People won't be able to do so many things that have helped business, okay? And you can write your congressman, or what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a link in this video where you can go and you can actually straight from there just put in your personal information and send it all. It's going to send it automatically to certain places in the government, certain congresspeople and people who are trying to push for this bill. And you can write your own message. There's already like a default message there saying, I don't support the bill. Or you could write your own there and say, listen, you know, this is not right. It makes no sense in its current form. You're actually going to hurt things that you don't understand you're hurting because you don't know enough about this. You're not educated enough about the subject to pass this bill as it is.
Are you educated enough about the subject?
So yeah, again, not just for me. If you're a fan of mine, great, and that's why you're doing it. But this is an important issue. If you have friends who maybe aren't even fans of mine, but they need to know, please show them this video. We need to get this,
friends?
out there
I don't.
now while it's fresh, while it's new, while it's literally just happening now. Don't let it wait 6 months, and then all of a sudden at the end of the year, guess what, guys? We're passing the bill, and then for 6 months, no one can put stuff on the internet because the government completely fucked up. And then, of course, it'll probably get overturned, but it'll take forever to get it overturned. It's just going to be another year of legal battles. It's just, I cannot imagine them actually censoring the internet like this. But this is what they're looking to do. They're actually looking to completely censor things on the internet, which is so ridiculous. Doesn't belong. I mean, not saying again, people should be stealing and uploading movies and videos, but when you buy a video game, you are purchasing a license to play a piece of software. You are not purchasing the software, okay? So
no, you're buying the software
game files to the internet,
the hardware.
You deserve to go to jail. But if you're just playing the game and you record your interactive experience with that game, your input
if you do what I do, okay?
That is a transformative work. And that is protected under U.S. copyright law. The problem is, no one's talking about this right now. No one is really in Congress understanding that. And the way the law is worded right now, it will not protect that anymore. And people are going to get screwed. Okay? Companies are going to get screwed. The internet's going to get screwed. So we need to really, as a community, talk about this.
It's Phil.
Get this
Phil
going.
is going to get screwed.
Shit. Tell your parents about it. Tell your friends about it. Tell your family about it. Get everyone involved in this.
I didn't.
We have to all collectively speak up. Because if we don't, if we just sit here and we're lazy and, we're very complacent and we say, we'll just let it blow over. We'll just sit here. This is how stuff doesn't get done. This is how stuff goes wrong in our government. People just being sitting here complacent and not speaking up and not trying to take a stand. Okay? So that's what everyone needs to do. If you're a fan of this kind of stuff, you need to speak up. If you don't want the internet to be completely freaking censored like this, you need to speak up and do something. Again, you can, in the link in this video, you can do something. You can personally contact your own congressman.
I like how take a stand and he
talk
stands
about
up.
It. But it needs to be brought up and it needs to be understood. I don't feel negatively about the Senate or the Congress or whoever's voting on the bill. I don't feel negatively about
them. Because you don't care about
I just
anything
think they're misinformed.
yourself.
I think that their intentions are in the right place. They don't want people stealing TV and movies and uploading it to the internet or streaming it for free over the internet. That's not right. But at the flip side of it, they need to understand that the repercussions of their actions for passing the bill in its current form are going to negatively hurt information, business. It's going to be a
information,
so
business,
please speak up, say something, tell a friend, tell a relative, spread the word, get everyone talking about this, and get them to go and talk to their congressman and say, fuck this. This is not right. And don't say fuck this to the congressman, by the way. But say, this is not right.
Fuck this.
We need to take a stand right now and say this bill needs to be amended so it makes sense for what you're really trying to do. Because not all copyrighted works are what you're thinking. There's a lot of variation in what a copyrighted work is. It's not all just an unchanging TV show. There's things that are completely different. You want to know what's really copyrighted in a video game? The software itself, not the experience. So when you say, okay, a public display of a copyrighted work, the public display would
they
be
made
if
the
I
experience
turned
for
on
you.
a computer monitor and it had the coding for the game, okay? The actual coding lines of the game, if I publicly displayed that, that would be a violation of this law. But what they're not understanding is that the situation where if you're playing the game, that actual broadcast of that is a transformative work. This needs to be fleshed out before the law gets passed.
I don't even know what to tell you guys. Like this is DSP politics. You're welcome.
So that's it. I'm DSP. I'm sorry to be like an alarmist, but
an alarmist.
I'm not a watchdog or anything like that. But
a watchdog.
Messages about this already, and the more I look into it, and then
now he's like leaning on his chairs because he's tired of standing from being so hammered.
This is our time as Americans to exercise our right to speak to our government and say, absolutely not. This is not.
You can see the little baby resort sacks in there.
It's going to be harmful to business. It's going to be harmful to a lot of different things, and you're not doing what you're intending with this law in its current form. So, all right, that's it. Again, please, I'm very serious about this.
Wrap
you
it up.
have to tell people, get people to watch this video, get people talking about the subject, get people to write it. Use the link.
You said this like 4 times.
Whoever you need to in your own government, and let's get this awareness out there and let's make this happen. All right.
All right. Bye. Click, 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 click. All right. Yeah. No, he's been straight garbage for a long time. I mean, hits, you know, that he's got. Look at the IP bills again. Please, all my bills. Channel trailers. You keep going down. He's not going to dig this deep into it, but, you know, I'd expect him to hit all the million views. Maybe this, like, Assassin's Creed one. Remember, that's part 1 again. That's a Mr. Views thing. But if we continue our journey into DSP throwbacks, King of Hate vlogs, KO gaming, which is what this was, you get Homefront. Homefront hit 1 million views. And then Phil ran away. He got a big attention, and then he booked it. This is the only video that he has on this stupid fucking channel that did anything.
Gentlemen, my name is...
So get ready. This is edited Phil. This is his own doing editing. He doesn't have a team of, you know, dented editors, but, you know, this is him and his cut with his video software and his commentary mic and his big old splash thing in the corner. And he hit it, and he nailed this video. For whatever reason, it just tracked, and people watched it. But at the end of the day, he didn't learn to capitalize on it. Instead, he booked it and had a little vacation thing or staycation thing, and left everything. And I'm sure he's going to talk about this video because it was big hype to him.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Darkside Phil. I've been on YouTube for the greater part of 8 years, covering pretty much every major release that I could, ranging from console games that are huge AAA releases to small indie titles, the occasional PC release here and there, hell, even some handheld games. And in all the time that I've made videos, over 50,000 videos for YouTube.
Wow.
Today,
Prolific.
Unfortunately, is the very first day that I have to tell you I have played the worst game I have ever played in my life. And I just want to let you know, I don't take that statement lightly. I really pride myself on giving you honest feedback, commentary, and reviews regarding the games that I play on YouTube, because I like to think that my videos are a service to people who are going to watch them, see if they like the game that I'm playing.
Yeah, other
and then go out
YouTuber
and
mentioned
buy it for
this video
themselves,
before. Yeah, I
or
remember that.
Subsequently,
I just
skip
don't
the
know if you
game
can find
it's
that
something
stuff
that's
anymore.
not their cup of tea. Today we're going to be talking about Homefront: The Revolution, a game that was stuck in development
he
hell
thought he
for
was hot
5
shit.
years, a game that was supposed to be the sequel to a 2011 release for a game studio that no longer exists. Let's get started. Way back in 2011, a little game called Homefront was released. Now, admittedly, this game was not even a blip on many people's radar. I had the chance to actually check it out and found it surprisingly different from your standard first-person shooter, at least when it came to a few aspects of the story. The story featured
Buckle
a
up,
what-if
chat.
scenario.
This is going to be bad.
What if America had been purchasing technology from North Korea for years? What if America had become completely dependent upon technology from North Korea, including not just electronics, but also military grades, such as helicopters, tanks, and weapons? And what if North Korea and the United States had a falling out, and there was a back door into all of that technology, which would completely lower all of America's defenses, leading to an invasion of the West Coast by North Korean military forces? What a premise! And what a weird way to start a first-person shooter.
Has
I remember
the most
watching
effort.
the intro
Like, he
cutscenes
was
of this
really
game
trying back then.
and gasping at some of the really gruesome things that happened, and it really just ended up being pretty unique. Now, overall, the gameplay of the game wasn't anything
But
to
when
really
ad
write home
revenue
about.
died,
It was kind of just running
like
gun
he had no
fare
momentum
comparable
left
to
on this
Call of
channel.
Duty,
He
but
just
at
let
least
it
the
die.
story gave this game a unique identity.
you know,
And so
necromanced
at that time, publisher
to
THQ
come back
decided
and
that they
get
wanted
like
to make
200
a
views
sequel.
a video.
Unfortunately, THQ ended up declaring bankruptcy and subsequently going out of business, selling off all of its game franchises to the
I wish
highest
he would
bidder.
go out of business.
Homefront ended up being bought by Crytek, the same company that made Crysis, and then subsequently fell to a game developer named Deep Silver, who then contracted a new
did get a
game
dent?
studio
Maybe.
to actually
Maybe.
make this newer
That's possible.
installment called
He's had
Homefront:
plenty
The
of
Revolution.
dents who are talented
So it's
enough
been
to do
5
this.
long years that we've been waiting for this game to come
But
out.
really, it's
and
like
everyone's
game
been wondering,
footage,
what is it going to be? Is it going to be similar? Is it going
pics,
to be different?
and that's
we kept
about
hearing
it.
rumblings from the game studio and from Deep Silver that the game got delayed twice. First originally supposed to be released in 2015, then being pushed to early 2016,
Yeah.
and then
That's a
finally
nasty
being
one,
delayed
Phil.
until today, May 17th, 2016. And finally, we were able to get our hands on it.
Another sign.
The wait was not worth it.
Is that like a
This
gimmick?
game is one of the most uninspired, tired, repetitive, boring, unfun.
It sounds like your
buggy-
streams.
I could
It
keep
sounds
going
like
on
a
and on with
stream
the
from
adjectives
today.
all day long. First of all, before I even start, I want to let you know I played the game on PlayStation 4, and I've actually
Okay.
heard that the people who reviewed this game all got PC codes for it, and apparently the game doesn't have as many graphical issues as it does on the PlayStation 4. I'm just reviewing the copy that I purchased for a full $60 retail price. I just want to make that clear up front. This is full-fledged release that costs the price of a full game. From
that
the
was
get-go,
redundant, but
you
okay.
can tell that this game is insanely poorly optimized. A low frame rate, even in the opening cutscenes, choppiness. And you have to ask yourself, did anyone actually test this game on consoles and say that it was passable? Because even a basic game tester who's playing this game and running
I like
through
how
the
it's
city and
shown
trying
no
to do action
footage of
sequences
just
could
like
tell
the
you
garbage
a sub
content.
20 frames per second game is not going to fly in 2016.
I like how he still
Especially
has
with
the
such
same argument
awesome
all these
recent
years later.
releases like Uncharted 4 and Doom, both running at a full 60 frames per second with insanely detailed 1080p visuals. How on earth you think you could sell a game like this on the same exact console as those high-performing games and let it fly? I have no fucking clue. It's an atrocity, a ripoff, and the only thing I can tell you is that the game developers were lazy as fucking shit. But it's not just the frame rate that's the problem with Homefront: The Revolution.
Okay.
Just walking into the very first area of the game, you can immediately see the laziness of this game dev team. I immediately noticed two identical
cat?
NPCs standing right the fuck next to each other.
Refill cat?
You couldn't even
And
put
Jenna?
them at opposite ends of the first area. No, let's put them right next to each other as if to laugh at the purchaser
they're
of this
twins?
game and say, fuck you, we've got your money, bitch. We don't care that we didn't put any attention into the fucking development.
What's
And
up,
you'll
Darcy?
actually notice over the course of the game that most of the NPCs
Oh,
those
there's
who are in the
Jenna.
revolution,
That's the Kool-Aid girl
rebel
right there.
faction fighting against the North Korean invaders, are almost all the same characters repeated over and over and over. It's a joke, it's disgusting, it's incredibly lazy that they couldn't even be bothered to make more than a dozen characters for this game. What the fuck? The gameplay of Homefront: The Revolution is
Holy
similar to
fuck,
those
that-
kind of
like,
first-person
look at this
platformer
driving
action,
shit.
run and gun shooter games of previous
He's
years.
so bad at
Think
driving.
Far
All the
Cry,
games he
or maybe
sucks so
last
bad
year's
at
Dying
driving,
Light
dude.
sans the zombies, and you'll probably get the idea. You're in a open world per se. You'll be limited
Wow.
to certain areas of this open world city until you progress the story.
Well,
but as you
that's how it
climb
works,
through this
dude.
world, you'll be platforming around all the different city scaffolding and through the streets. You're going to be trying to avoid North Korean soldiers that are patrolling and will obviously identify you and shoot you on sight, especially the more missions that you end up doing for the resistance. And pretty much that's the goal. Do little things throughout the city, completing story missions, completing some optional side missions such as, oh, sabotage this, or save this random citizen on the street that's being harassed by a soldier, in order to earn money and upgrade points so that you can
Okay.
get new weapons, new abilities, and new customizations for your guns. The one thing that they tried to do original in Homefront: The Revolution was a gun customization system by which you can modify a weapon that you've bought and turn it into a completely different kind of thing depending on the situation. For example, I had a battle rifle, which was basically a standard assault rifle, but I modified it to actually shoot little firecracker rockets that could knock enemies down and kill them instantly. Or I also had a mod that could make it a sniper rifle, so it gives you some versatility. The problem being, the entire mechanic falls flat on its face when you realize it's almost impossible to aim and shoot anything in this game because the frame rate is so fucking choppy. By the time that you look down the sights, the
This is
enemies
like
are already moving
standard
all
Call
over
of
the
Duty
screen,
play.
and you can't even get a beat on them. So I ended up having to use the rocket
Oh,
launcher
he's so
capability
bad.
of this rifle because I couldn't hit anything
Look at him
with
shooting
anything
freedom bullets
else.
at these people.
In addition, it actually takes a while to switch between the weapon mods because of the clunky interface.
It's
You have to
supposed to
first
take a
press
while.
up
You're
on the
just managing
D-pad,
a
then
weapon.
hold 1, then use
You
your
press
left
buttons. Oh,
thumbstick
no.
to select which variation of the gun that you actually want, then wait about 5 seconds while an animation completes to switch the gun. So any anticipation of trying to do an on-the-fly adjustment between the weapon mods is completely worthless, and you'll be dead before you actually get between the mods themselves. It's a waste of a mechanic. It's something that could have been interesting if implemented properly, but the one original thing that they do with the game falls flat on its fucking face. And so, ultimately with these open world first person shooter games, the question begs itself, gee, I wonder how long it's going to take until you get to repetitive fetch quests and missions that are mandatory for you to progress the game. At first they're not, and you don't have to do them unless you're looking to get upgrade points or to get your weapons modified really quickly, but it only took, I'd say, about a little bit over an hour until I reached a critical story point where it said, well, now you need to earn 100% approval by all the people in this certain district in order to advance the story any further, which meant I had to walk around this city and repetitively sabotage little items. I had to kill troops who were harassing citizens. I had to unlock safe houses by simply just getting inside them and pressing a button on a radio. Boring, fucking boring. It's the same shit you've done in Far Cry 500 zillion fucking times. It's obvious they blatantly stole it from that formula, and they really didn't have any originality with this game. Once you unlock that 100% approval rating for that part of the district, you then get to do a few more story missions, which are incredibly annoying because the frame rate's so bad, and the performance of the game is so poor on PlayStation 4 that you're gonna die a million times just trying to do basic things. Like shoot the fucking enemy that's 2 inches in front of your goddamn face, who's a fucking idiot and walks directly in front of your gun, but you still can't manage to fucking hit with bullets. This game is a fucking piece of shit. It's terrible. It's not worth $60, and after playing it for 3.5 hours, I never want to fucking play it again. I immediately deleted it off of my PlayStation 4. Good riddance to bad fucking rubbish.
Fuck that game.
But Phil, you might say, you've been around the block. You've been doing gameplay videos on YouTube for 8+ years.
Wow.
You've played some pretty bad stinkers before. How does this game rank amongst the worst? Ooh, am I glad you said that, because I personally prepared to tell you why I think that Homefront the Revolution is the worst fucking game I've ever played. Let's talk about some of the worst games that I've ever touched on YouTube.
Okay.
First off, Epic Mickey. That's right, I'm going there all the way back to December of 2010.
Now he's gonna play the repaint or whatever it is.
Game release that was an
redrawn
action platformer with painting,
and you'll be like, it's not shitty anymore.
Mickey Mouse. I hated this fucking game, mostly because being on the Nintendo Wii, it had to implement motion control mechanics that made the platforming incredibly difficult in certain areas, where if you were just able to use a standard controller to play the game, it probably would have been way easier. In addition, the limitations of the Wii's graphical engine made the game pixelated, made certain areas of the game chug along at an incredibly low frame rate, and overall the game just performed very poorly on a console that obviously couldn't handle the kind of creative vision that the game director had for the game. Ultimately, Epic Mickey was a sales success because it came out in the holiday season of 2010, and it was the only major release for kids during that period of time, so it made a ton of money. However, later, when the sequel came out, people had finally realized how bad of a game this was. The sequel completely critically flopped, no one bought it, and this series is deader than dead. Epic Mickey is a shitty game, but the game would have been functional if not for the console that it was on, the Nintendo Wii. I full-heartedly believe that if this game had been cross-platform or been on the Xbox 360 or PS3, it could have been a hit. It's the shame of the game developer to make it console exclusive. That's the reason that it failed, and that's why I don't think it's actually as bad as Homefront the Revolution. Well, what about Conduit 2? That's right, actually the month after I played the original Homefront on the Xbox 360, I played Conduit 2 on the Nintendo Wii. And boy, what a contrast between those two games at the time. And that Conduit 2 tried to be ambitious. It was trying to be a Halo-esque style of alien invasion shooter where you're fighting gauntlets of enemies, you're picking up unique weapons, you're using them against the enemies.
Even remember
it even had some unique gameplay features in it. The problem being, again.
He's just getting
the game
blasted.
was a Nintendo Wii exclusive, and the console could not handle what the game was trying to do creatively. It was plagued by
Homefront?
terrible graphics. So you couldn't even tell what things were at a distance, yet they were able to snipe you and insta-kill you.
He said
all
it
you could see
earlier.
was a few fucking delayed or distorted pixels in the background of the
Oh,
game,
counting
making
pixels
enemies
now.
unhittable. The frame rate chugged super low in parts, and because of this, it made the game almost impossibly difficult to beat.
Impossibly?
Of course, keep in mind the ending was complete crap. But
that what he
never
said?
mind that.
Impossibly?
This game probably, again, much like Epic Mickey, would have been a better game if it had been developed on one of the more modern consoles, such as the Xbox 360 or the PS3.
So good.
And it was really only the console, the Nintendo Wii, that held it back. And again, that's why I think Conduit 2 is not as bad as Homefront: The Revolution. Last but certainly not the best out of this stinky countdown would be Tony Hawk Pro Skater 5, which just released
that game
last
sucked.
fall of 2015. This game was a disgrace. A game developer that blatantly didn't care about what they were actually putting into their game and just wanted to capitalize on the license they had to the Tony Hawk franchise before they lost it at the end of the year. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 5 did everything possibly fucking
We're
wrong
almost
that they
there,
could do
guys.
with a
We're almost
skating
there. He's
game.
gonna laugh
The
at that,
gameplay
and then most
literally
replayed is like the thank you
degraded to
side.
that of a Tony Hawk game from the 1990s.
Thanks for watching.
Having no story, no campaign, no actual selectable characters from the get-go that you would want to fucking play with or have any kind of difference between them. It was basically, no matter who you picked, you just going through very boring, generic trials, doing things such as grabbing fucking ice cream cones or hitting fucking beach balls out of a stupid pool. You know, that's the things I think of when I think of Tony Hawk, right? No, not in 2016, especially because in the mid-2000s we had Tony Hawk games that were far better and had totally progressed the series past this. This was a total regression just for the sake of selling a game for $60. But the game ran at 60 frames per second and for the most part was fully playable. There were no issues there. Yeah, the graphics weren't the most detailed, but you could play the game even though it was a shitty one. You could still play it. And again,
I don't
that's
know.
why
From
I
the
think
footage, it
Tony
didn't
Hawk
look
Pro
like you
Skater
could play
5
it, dude.
is still better than
Like, you
Homefront:
land
The
sideways half
Revolution.
the time.
And that, simply put, is why I think Homefront: The Revolution is the worst of the worst.
You
Epic
missed that
Mickey
guy.
and Conduit 2 both had some creativity to them and probably would have been pretty good games if not console exclusives
Because
on
this
the
is
Nintendo
edited
Wii, which
footage.
could just not handle the creativity
using
that
the
those
KO
directors
gaming
wanted
voice.
to put into their games. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 5 is a piece of shit, but at least it's a functional piece of shit. Homefront: The Revolution is neither. It's got no creativity, it's got no originality, it blatantly steals repetitive and boring gameplay from other games, and it's completely non-functional, low frame rate crap on the PlayStation 4. This game developer, Damn Breaker, whoever the fuck they are, should be ashamed
Damn
of
Buster,
themselves.
it says it right
Deep
there.
Silver
Damn
should be
Breaker.
seeking to give refunds to everyone who bought this fucking game, and I can't imagine that anyone is ever going to buy a game from them ever again. To add insult to injury, I have to read this from Wikipedia. You won't believe it. In
What a great
March of
source.
2015, Deep Silver announced that Homefront: The Revolution was delayed until 2016 for the reasons that they wanted to ensure their development staff would have every opportunity to turn it into a best-selling title. What the fuck did Damn Breaker Studios do for a fucking year? Because they certainly didn't optimize the game. They certainly didn't add any kind of
fucking
gameplay
Bill.
that's fun. They probably sat there with their thumbs up their motherfucking asses and spinning, saying, I can't wait for the money to pay off all the hard work that we didn't put into this fucking garbage game.
Meme.
This is the worst game I've ever played. Stay the fuck away from me.
Yeah.
Well, that's it,
Psy
everyone.
3.
I certainly hope that you liked the video. And if you did, I'd ask that you
Fuck
please
you.
consider giving it a like here on YouTube.
No.
Please also check out the description
Oh,
of the
wait,
video
wait,
for
wait.
my raw gameplay of Homefront:
I want
The
to
Revolution.
highlight this. I don't know how many of you remember this, but I want you to read this, please. Should I read it in Phil's voice? I guess I should. And for you audio listeners, whenever you may stumble across this horse shit. Thanks for watching. Check the video description to find my raw gameplay, Amazon associate link, and pay me tons. See you next time. Great. Thank you. Amazon associate link. Thank you. Thank you. Very, very proud businessman Phil Bernelli.
over on DSP Gaming, my partner YouTube channel,
What a
as
fucking
well as
dumpster
my
fire.
Amazon associate link, and you can check out my Patreon as well. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you
What
later,
a-
hopefully for better games than this piece of crap. Peace.
Yeah, sure. We're just done with that channel now. That channel is dead. KO Gaming, now DSP Throwbacks, dead. Just gone. Just eat it. It's gone. Forever. And then we're back over here, and of course, no million views, but this is, you know, vlog channel. So you got everybody's favorite of all time, the amazing boxing video where he doesn't even ever unbox it.
Okay, what is up, everybody? Darkside Phil here, and welcome to Release Day Unboxing for Tuesday,
Yeah, I swear it's the best
February
one.
11th, 2014. And before everyone says, what on earth is going on, you probably hear an incredibly annoying, high-pitched, droning sound going
trying to
on.
yell over it.
That is the fire alarm in my condo facility. And the problem is, the fire alarm in this condo facility has a nasty habit of, during the middle of the winter, especially when it's very cold, of going off as a malfunction.
Dude,
Now,
it
this
is
is
the
actually a common
silliest
problem
video I've
with
ever
older
seen.
fire, fire detection systems. And of course, this building is old, and they don't feel like ever replacing it or
He
upgrading
stood the
it
game
because
box
the condo
up on the
association
tumor couch.
is a bunch of cheapskate motherfuckers. So this alarm has gone off no less than 3 times already today. It actually went off once when I was out picking up Final Fantasy 13 Lightning Returns. Yeah, and I know because as I was driving back from the game store, there were 3 fire trucks outside, which means that they went off. The fire departments were required to come here and check and then turn it off.
Okay.
As I was unpacking, I put in some DLC codes, which we're going to talk about in this video, and I was entering those into Xbox Live and talking to my girlfriend on the phone. It went off again. Now,
Oh,
it took them
no.
about another 15 minutes because they had to come out here again from the fire station. All right, they had to again
Take a minute
deactivate the alarm.
response time.
So that was about, I'd say, a half
guess
an
not
hour
emergency.
ago. And then all of a sudden, it went on again. At
Again?
this point, it's absolutely ridiculous because what this means is the fire alarm is broken. But the problem is that my condo association has no on-site superintendent, which
thought
I
this was a
don't
game
even
review.
know how that's legal. But they have no on-site superintendent to come here and check out any problems or fix anything.
They found an apartment building.
This alarm could literally
fuck.
be going off for the rest of today. I shit you not. And I have no right or I have no power
What?
to do anything about it besides just call the condo association and complain. So
Okay.
I said,
Did-
I've been
did you
waiting
do that?
over half an hour now for the fire alarm to go off. It has not, probably because, let's be honest, the fire department has better things to do than come back here every 10 minutes because the fire alarm's a piece of shit. So I said, I'm just going to go ahead and film my unboxing video. I apologize, guys. Obviously, it's annoying to you. Imagine living here and having to hear this the entire time today. All right? Really
So
hoping
you
that something
annoy your own
happens. Maybe the fire
audience.
department says, fuck this, and turns off the fire
That's so
alarm or
good.
something. I don't know what they could possibly do. But obviously, there's a problem. All right? So, let's go through the unboxing.
Okay.
Hell, maybe
Yeah, we're done. We don't need to listen. Hey, most replayed. Here we go.
this character, Lightning, has different outfits that she finds in the game.
Oh,
These
different
outfits
outfits.
allow her to basically have those loadouts. So she could be a mage, or she can be a warrior, or she can be
Ah.
a dragoon. She can have all these
Damn.
different outfits that she finds
No
during the course
wonder
of the
why
game.
it's the most replayed video segment. Like, is he gonna cover this? He talks about how he scrolls past the video and he's like, dude, this had some replayed moments. Can you imagine that he's sitting there just like, we should watch some of the most replayed ones for this video? And then you get the fat snort.
Has different outfits that
Dude, the fat snort. It blocks out the fire alarm. Listen to this
she
shit.
finds.
Oh, you know what? I'm volume up. There you go, chat. Yeah, you're buckled up. Okay, you guys with earbuds or anything like that? I warn you right now. It's gonna be loud. It's gonna get nasty. Thank you for joining us. Welcome. You just came in time for like the worst snort you will hear from Phil. It's rough. Oh, buckle up. Here you go, chat. Let's celebrate our new person who just found this
in the
channel
game.
by
And these
accident.
outfits allow her to basically have those loadouts. So she could be a mage, or she can be a warrior, or she could be a dragoon. She can have all these different outfits that she finds during the course of the game that give her different
That was
abilities.
over here.
To plug up my door, I'm not kidding.
Wait.
About reality.
We're plugging
I
up
got
the
it
door?
on the Xbox 360. I decided in this case, I'm going to get it on 360. Doesn't really matter. There's no real advantage to buying it on either other console, okay?
Soft
So
note
it
there.
says here, it all ends here. Doomsday results in a different journey for every player.
Okay.
Real-time battles empower your every move. Hundreds of game-changing weapons and outfit combinations. So there you go.
Yeah.
No online play, nothing like that. I'm sure,
Bare
don't
bones.
worry. Oh yeah, game content download. I'm sure there's going to be DLC for it. Don't worry.
It's
I'm
an
sure
online
it's coming
video game, dude.
because the game probably doesn't have an ending, just like Part 2, and you probably have to pay for the real ending later on. But I digress. So now, unfortunately, let's talk about reality. As you can hear, the alarm has not stopped fucking ringing,
Well,
and it's
no
actually
shit.
funny because I'm going to show you guys something.
Oh. A sniff
I actually
move.
attempted
Help.
to plug up my
Get the
door.
Dramamine.
I'm not kidding. With paper towels.
Paper
to see if I
towels?
could make the noise lower. And the truth of the matter is, it has. What you're hearing right now is actually a muffled sound. The alarm is so fucking loud, right, that it would be twice as loud if I hadn't done what I did.
Door.
So, as you can hear, it's quite fucking annoying. And I have to work. Let's face it, I'm going on break tomorrow. As of tomorrow, which is Wednesday, February 12th, I'm going on break.
Oh,
I'm not going to be able to work anymore for a week. So I need to work today. So unfortunately, what it's looking like is going to happen
Oh, zoom in.
is I'm going to have to
Closer.
start the
Come
playthrough
on.
with
Almost
this
there.
noise. And I know it sucks,
Start
and
the
I know it's
playthrough.
awful, but the bottom line is I have no ETA and no
Dude,
promise that this
I'm
alarm
telling
will
you,
even get fixed.
He's put
It
some
could
of the
literally just go
most
off all day.
insane shit I've
And-
ever seen on the internet. Like some of the shit that he's ever done is just like pure insanity. It's unreal. It's unreal. Oh, did I brought this up? Yeah. We got some co-op. Maybe we'll go through that later. Probably not. Probably not. It's one nice chill stream. It's been a good time. Like if you go back to his like old school DSP channels and shit like that, it's real funny. I think I brought one up recently. Let me see here. I think I did. Yeah. I know exactly what video it's going to show right away. If it shows up. If his channel. Look how far. I type in like DSP channel. Maybe I have to put in the dark side phone. Wait a fucking second. What? What? Excuse me? Sir. 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 What? Why? I heard that somebody mentioned that he was sipping out for this chick, right? Like old retired man, sip it out for this young lady who doesn't like the gays or the alphabet peoples or anything like that. I mean, 40's still young. I mean, look at Rich, looking like a giant pile of shit over there. Like, still, what, bro? Why are we doing this stuff, dude? This isn't the attention you want. Like, what's happening? Are you slipping? Is something wrong at home? Like I've seen more and more spray bottle stuff that I've seen you do the Merry Sci-Fi stuff, and I hit you up on the Twitters for the fucking spray bottle shit. Like, come on, man, you're a grown man. You don't need to do your dirt like that publicly. Even if they like it, it's just kind of meh. It's meh. That's it. I don't care to see it. I'm a grown man. I'll just tell her to her face. Huh? That's how it goes. But you're sitting here acting and LARPing like this grown ass man, retired man, and you're bringing this shit. You're bringing this shit. But all these people got shit on, dude. You've been shit on so fucking much lately. It's been unreal. I can't get away from it. I thought you were getting the rough treatment on Kiwi Farms when I was hanging around on that subform. Nah. Reddit shits on you. Twitter shits on you. Your old homies shit on you. What happened? I thought you wanted to be Mr. King Retard of the DSP community. I don't know. Oh, well, I mean, I just caught my eye. I don't know if you get the view or not, but this title here, Melanie Mack jumps on Locale Live. The future Mrs. Duty. Embarrassed. Yep, that's how I feel right now. I'm embarrassed for you for putting out this kind of garbage and putting out this kind of shameful content. That's it. I mean, that's it. But what else am I? We're gonna say. I mean, what else? I don't think I have to say much else, to be honest. I mean, people make up their own minds eventually about people. That's about it. We're gonna go to this old school channel though. The archive of the archive of the archive. That's the video I want. Yep, right there. All right, bang on. Here we go. This is old school, Phil. Very old school. Ancient Spider-Man video from way back in the day. I don't know if many of you guys look at this content. I mean, this is a Black Cat here. I'm a Spider-Man reader. At least I used to be for a while when I collected comic books. But you're going to see a minute hot fill right here. This whole video is a flat minute. It's at 59 seconds. It's just a little cutscene. So I want you to just have fun with it. Enjoy it. It'll be quick. It'll be painless. It'll be over. You know.
Look at us, wearing these stupid masks. Who are we really? We have all these powers and act like we're ashamed of them.
Oh yeah.
Be with me. Together we can be whatever we want. Free from want, free from responsibility, free to have fun.
Free to make love.
Fun, don't you?
I have to choose a path. Well, I'm gonna go with all the red decisions in this playthrough.
You can't do that. And you know it, Felicia.
Can't or won't?
Yeah.
Same thing.
No.
Haha, that's the end of the mission.
That's the video.
Very cool.
That's it. There you go. Yay. You watched it. Like seriously, these are Phil's popular videos. 1.4 million views for that minute-long clicker. The final boss of the video game. We can watch this. This is always fun. His old Arkham playthrough was hot trash.
Alright, so let's try it again, and then we'll try
And
some of the other modes too.
Popular.
Not out of here, Cash. Do your worst.
Take this guy out.
It's like 8 minutes long. But I can't see Phil coming back to these old channels and looking at his old gameplay and trying to talk about all of his popular videos and leave gems like this out. I mean, this is his OG channel. This is like the most viewed video on there. Because day one views, dude.
Well, they're all upstairs.
People wanted to see gameplay as Joker.
Whose cell was this?
You know, he's
Not
terrible
Killer
at his
Cross, he's in the
stealth.
sewers.
You go and watch all these little
Wonder who said
replays.
this.
You get the takedown.
Punches him on the head.
I mean, this is what it is.
I don't know what the hell he's looking at, but he just got kicked in the balls.
What the
It's not very exciting.
fuck him?
He only has one shot. Oh my god.
There you go. Yep, we got killed,
You Cash.
and then he gets beat up in the fighting arena.
Alright, enough of this. It's just the same shit.
You'll never win, Joker. I'll always be here to stop you.
Yeah, really, that's Phil's popular videos as he was trying to watch and have fun with on his robust birthday stream thing that he wants to do. Yeah, there's really not too much else to go over. Like, He's not going to talk about certain things, okay? There's not going to be the cup of noodles, okay? No panda content, no nothing like that. You know. There's a good rant here. That one's pretty hot. 49K though. He's not going to look at it. The Street Fighter 5 is a bad game. Pro FGC guys are fucking mean to him. Hateful truths are what you get. Fantastic thumbnails, the shower video, like his calendar scheduling thing, which is now just garbage. Like there's nothing there. I mean, I don't know how he's gonna fill in that much of a gap or an hour gap with this. He's not gonna watch some projects. Do we have to watch it? It's been a while. Maybe it's time to go back and do the good old pilgrimage to wrap up this stream. I don't know if I'm gonna watch it all, but I think it's time.
DSP tries it. What is going on, everyone? DSP here, and welcome to a special edition of DSP Tries It. Now, first off, just to say this up front, I've been under the weather recently.
Oh.
My throat has been swollen. You can hear right now my voice is kind of strained, raspy.
It sounds pretty the same
because
to me.
of this, okay? So what's the perfect thing you think of when you say, oh man, when you have a bad voice or you're under the weather, what do you want? You want soup, right?
Hot tea.
So, today's DSP Tries It is the perfect opportunity because we're going to be trying out two different products from Cup Noodles.
He doesn't use like a little tripod or anything.
The reason that this is very pertinent, especially for now, if you are a gamer, you may be playing Final Fantasy 15.
If you're in jail.
And you may not know this if you're not playing it.
Everybody
Cup
loves
Noodles has a
Cup
giant ad space purchased in the game. They're on billboards. I'm not even kidding you. The characters actually have a freaking side mission where you have to buy cup noodles.
Like the smooth
then you have to go out and
jazz,
get ingredients
like
through
airy
fighting
stuff in the
monsters,
background
put those
and put
ingredients
in.
into the cup noodles, and you
That's
get to
his
eat it,
piece.
and it's like,
That's not mine.
the most delicious of gourmet ingredients. I mean, cup noodles are already good without this, but with these added ingredients, it's just so good. And it's hilarious because you can buy it, and it looks just like this. I'm not even kidding. In the game, I believe it costs like 1,000 gil or whatever, which I guess would be like the equivalent of $10 or something. And it looks just like this picture. Big, giant, juicy shrimp with delicious ramen and all these fresh vegetables, right? So, today, we're going to try the two most popular flavors of cup noodles.
Little, like,
both the shrimp
in the background
and the chicken, okay? Now, it's hilarious because it says chicken flavor. Do you want to know why it says chicken flavor? Because there's actually no chicken in it. I think there's chicken stock, meaning that
chicken
broth
pieces in
made
it.
with
It's like you
chicken,
get like
but
two.
no actual pieces of chicken are in this. However, in the
You get like
shrimp,
two little nibbles.
there actually are supposed to be shrimp in the shrimp cup noodles.
You get like
okay?
one shrimp.
So, you might
Sucking
say to
that shit
yourself,
down.
wow, well,
Why do they have
in
so
Final
many
Fantasy
fucking
15,
spoons out?
right?
Kinda
This is
weird.
considered gourmet. Gladio, one of the main characters of the game, is kissing Cup Noodle's ass, one of his
Gourmet.
favorite foods. He's like, oh, this is something I would eat all the time. I can't believe how delicious it is and everything. So you would say, okay, in the game it costs like 1,000 gil. How much could it possibly cost in real life, right? Well,
$1.
Does it cost $10
No.
for each one, just like in Final Fantasy 15? No, it does not. All right, what about if it's gourmet food, right? $5. It's got to be $5 each. Wrong. $3.
Yeah, this is definitely one of it.
Okay.
Like,
geez, maybe it's a steal.
I know you're new
maybe
to
it's
this,
a
but
delicious
this is
gourmet
one of the
meal
most
at a budget
insane
price,
videos you will ever see on the
$1
internet.
each. Wrong.
Like,
In the United
it'll
States
go
of
in a
America, cup
direction.
noodles cost 39 cents each.
Nice. Back in the day.
39 cents.
Pre-inflation.
Now, I just want you to put
Right.
this into perspective, okay? What else can you buy for 39 cents? Well, you can't buy a pack of gum. You can't buy a candy bar. You can't even buy... More than likely, if you went to, say, like a restaurant, they probably wouldn't even give you the cup of hot water required to make cup noodles for 39 cents. They probably charge you 50 cents for a cup of hot water. So, the
Most
actual
restaurants
cup
will just
noodles
give you the fucking hot
product
water.
is one of the cheapest food
They got it
products you
anyways.
can ever get in the United States, which is why it's infamous amongst college students or university students who have next to no money
Because if they're at college, they're studying, right? They're constantly, they can't hold jobs. They're at college studying, they have no income. So this is one of the lowest budget foods you can possibly get. So I'm sure it's going to be gourmet, just like they said in Final Fantasy 15,
That one was
right?
deep.
Well, before we even take a look at the flavor or how to make it, I want to rotate this to the back to show you. Oh my God.
Look at the salt.
A single cup of noodles,
Much as a fighting game
44% of your daily sodium, a quarter of your saturated fat. Calories are pretty decent at around 300 calories, right? That's not too bad. So honestly, a lot of these things are bad. Iron is actually quite high at 15%. It's
because it's noodles.
I wonder if the chicken is any better or worse.
No,
chicken is worse.
It's the same shit.
Chicken actually has a higher sodium percentage. Everything else looks pretty much the same. Okay, so there's really not. Oh, by the way, here you go. Powdered chicken and rendered chicken fat. Those are the only ingredients in here that are really chicken. No actual pieces of chicken are present in the chicken cup noodles, which is kind of funny. So, how do you make cup noodles? Well, first thing you gotta do is you gotta take the cup out of its cardboard container.
Oh, you fucking hope so.
So go ahead and do that. And right here on the top, it explains how to make it. It says, recommended cooking instructions. Go for it. Boy, I can't even read that. What does this say? Oh, boil water in a separate container. Fold back the lid and add the boiling water to the inside fill line. Okay. Then close the lid again and let stand for 3 minutes. Easy. And then slurp away. Stir and enjoy, right? Do not microwave the cup. And it says it will be hot, which is why the cup is made of styrofoam, because typically styrofoam does not conduct heat well. It actually hinders heat, so therefore they don't want you to burn your hand, okay? Right. So you might say, well, how am I going to do this? Am I going to sit here on my oven and boil a pot of water? No. You didn't boil it before this? Maker, which pumps out boiling hot water within seconds. So that's what I'm going to do. Now, I don't want to just do it in here, because I'm afraid that it might not make the exact amount, and therefore it might overflow. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm actually going to come over here and get a coffee mug, okay? I'll just grab any typical one of these coffee mugs, okay? Coffee mugs, and I'm going to fill this with hot water. Yeah. And I'm going to pour that into the cup noodles. So let's actually get this plastic off, because you see the heavy plastic on it. So I'm going to put the camera down for a second. See if I can do it with just my hand. If not, I'll have to grab, I'm just going to grab a knife because it's on there pretty tight.
Throat clear double sword.
Okay.
A big Sylvanio thumb for you to see.
All right, got the plastic off.
Oh, listen to the crinkles.
Now, I just want to show you. I'm actually going to peel this back, because you need to peel off the top anyway.
Not all the way.
See if I can manage to do it in a way that you can actually see what's inside. There we go. Wow. All right, so cup noodles, the amazing gourmet product as advertised throughout all of Final Fantasy 15.
What's up, Donut?
Here's what it looks like.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Cup noodles.
Doesn't that just look ultra appetizing?
Yeah.
I'll actually give it a whiff. Basically, I smell two things. I smell salt, and I smell a seasoning that kind of smells like seafood. Okay, being that this is the shrimp one, I'm not surprised. Okay, now just to give you some comparison size-wise, this is cup noodles. This is a standard, I believe, 16-ounce glass. I actually have cherry juice in there right now.
Oh,
so
for the doubt?
A standard cup noodles is actually about, I'm looking at it now, 2.25 ounces dry. But once it actually fills up, it's probably about 6 to 8 ounces
telling you,
with
this
the
is
hot
one of
water.
the better videos we've ever done for just the laugh factor.
So, I'm supposed to make
just
hot
die
water,
laughing at this now.
pour it in there to the fill line, and I'm assuming the fill line would be that line you see above the top of the styrofoam there.
There you go.
And then mix it up and let it sit for about 3 minutes, they say. So what I'll actually do here...
Medical grade cherry
is
juice.
I'll open up the other one, the chicken.
Okay, we're having two now.
Okay. And we'll take a look at what that one looks like on the inside, too.
It's going to be powder with vegetables.
What is funny is you can't see any shrimp inside of this shrimp-flavored one. There's just no shrimp visible.
Okay.
Okay, so, notable differences.
Yeah, he used the
shrimp
with him.
is brownish, right? A brownish seasoning to it. and I see a few pieces of carrot or whatever, but I don't see any shrimp. In the chicken one, it's very yellow.
You get corn.
Okay, and I'll actually give it a whiff. Oh yeah, it smells like chicken stock. It does. It smells like any kind of chicken stock or chicken broth that you would get. This one actually has dried pieces of corn in it. Okay, so here's what we'll do. Let's go over here. The mug is in position under my Keurig coffee maker.
Okay. Another
to get this to work, I have to simulate like I'm putting in a thing to make coffee. So I open it and then I close it. Now it thinks I put a coffee thing in there. Okay. Press the button. And it's going to pump out boiling hot water.
See why disabled people like it so much?
Incidentally, about 8 ounces worth, which is about a typical
Where do I
cup.
post these days? I don't know if I want to get into that yet. Just wait. Be patient, Rush. Be patient. Give me a little time. Okay.
Now, will this be enough to fill the cup
Sure,
noodles
I'll
to
give
the
you guys
fill
a nice
line, or we need a
420
second
gift
one? We'll have to
certificate.
see.
Oh,
Okay.
another one.
There's our hot water.
I'm sorry that
So
the
there's one or
farms
two pieces of,
aren't the
Oh, no, it
same
was a bubble.
anymore.
I thought it was a piece of coffee. It's not a bubble in there. All right, so I'm gonna attempt to pour this into the cup noodles and not make a mess.
Yeah.
See how this goes. It's probably gonna make a mess. It did. It's going. Oh my god, this mug sucks. Because
No,
it has
it's
this
how you
rounded
pour
lip.
it.
It doesn't pour out properly. So that was not even nearly
I don't
enough
know,
water.
Barry.
And
I don't know
my
if the
entire
farms will
countertop
rise
is covered
again.
in water because this coffee mug is not a good one for pouring out stuff. Of course, all my other ones are in the freaking
Yeah, it's not
wash
boiling
right now.
hot. No.
Of course. So,
like
I guess it's time
warm-ish
to
water.
dry my countertop, and then we'll try again. We'll make a second batch of water here. What a mess I have made. But yeah, not even close to the fill line with whatever I got in there. Nope. So we got to do it again.
Look, watch. He has multiple settings on this Keurig, by the way. Enough to get everything
Okay.
done. He can fill up a bigger
that's
amount
going.
of that cup.
I'll come over here. So with the little water that's added, it did actually pick up with flavor. I could smell it a little more.
You could smell
But-
the flavor. Sound like some
It
good
certainly doesn't
mushrooms,
look
man.
very appetizing, does it?
He doesn't
Okay.
microwave it
The
because
second
he's a
batch of water
retard.
popping out behind
He
me
could have
right
put
now.
a full cup of water in the microwave.
What I'll
and
actually do
nuked
this
it for, like,
time,
a
I'm gonna
minute
come
or
over
two.
here. I have these mats that are by my sink. These are drying mats, so when we wash dishes, we put them here to dry. This way, if it spills, it'll just spill onto the drying mat, and I won't have to dry it up. It'll naturally evaporate. Okay. Cup number 2.
Okay, we're just gonna dump it in there. There you go. That's a better
And
pour.
almost to the fill line, almost.
Close enough, dude.
Aha, okay. It is to the fill line.
So
on our first
pro
cup
tip here:
noodles.
put your fork
Whoa, you
or
saw what
whatever
happened? The noodles
spoon
just floated to
you're
the
gonna
top.
use
So
to eat this.
we'll move that to the side to absorb the water. I'll grab the second cup noodles, which is the chicken, and we'll get this one going. With the remainder of water, pour that right in here. And get to work on my
It's a
next
secret
cup.
project, Rush. Thanks
While
for
I'm doing
teaching
that,
us. We'll find out soon enough.
I'll grab a spoon and I'll begin to stir in the water into the shrimp cup noodles.
Yes. Stir the water in.
Boy, it is just one block of noodles. Look at it. It is a block of dried noodle. As you
not
can
even
see,
hot water.
the broth in this is dark and brown.
They even tell
A
you to
dark
fucking
brown
put the lid
broth.
back on
I've still
it.
yet to see a single shrimp. I see no shrimp in this.
Oh,
Seriously,
wow.
I don't
It's
see any shrimp
flavored
at
Not
all.
with shrimp. No.
Look, it's just a big mound of noodles. I'm stirring it constantly here, looking. I don't see a single shrimp in this shrimp one. None.
It's in there somewhere.
I see carrots. I see whatever that green seasoning is, right?
That's the shrimp.
I see tons of that. I don't see a single shrimp. I think they're full of crap. Even though the advertisement...
Get the box.
Right on it. With delicious, giant, juicy shrimp.
It says with shrimp, but no shrimps.
Not a single shrimp.
He got robbed, just like Boulder's Gate.
For 39 cents, what do you expect, right? Alright, so that's supposed to soak. That's soaking.
Fucks
Here we
up
go.
cup of noodles so fucking hard. Blunt. Oh, yeah. Spill it all over the place.
And boom, to the fill line. Beautiful. Okay.
Okay.
So it looks like it takes about a standard cup and a half of typical, a teacup or coffee cup in order to fill one of these cup noodles. So I'm still stirring my shrimp. In a moment, I'll head over to the chicken.
Are we going to cross-contaminate?
There is no shrimp. There's not a single one.
He's still mad about the shrimp.
Take a look at that.
It said there were shrimp.
Maybe once I start to eat it, maybe then I'll find one. But right now, I mean, where could it possibly be hiding in there? You know?
Okay, let's get that one.
Now here's the chicken. Let's break up these noodles, okay?
Damn, that water isn't even hot.
Big block of dry
noodles. There's no steam. No condensation on the little lid.
So the chicken one didn't say it had chicken in it. It said it had chicken powder. Chicken powder. So basically insanely finely ground chicken. And you gotta wonder, what part of the chicken, right, would they actually chop up into powder and put into a cup noodles? Probably like
the answer is
assholes and elbows, right? The pieces that no one else wants to eat, no one would buy
chicken
at
elbows?
The grocery store or
wings?
the market. That's probably what they put inside of this. Oh my god.
You're right, Phil. Oh my god.
It's just an incredible amount of noodles, you know, for the size of the cup. If anything, you wish maybe they would have put more ingredients in there to be part of the broth, like more vegetables, more, you know what I mean? And less noodles. But let's face it, the noodles are probably the least expensive ingredient in this thing, which is why it's 39 cents for a cup.
I still don't know why he made 2 cups. No idea. I don't know if he was like feeding Leanna.
By now, our shrimp should almost be ready.
What?
Right, I said 3 minutes.
No, he's spilling shit all over the place.
Ready to go. All right, so I'm just gonna let that chicken sit there for a bit.
Okay,
I'm gonna final stir our shrimp. Actually, typically, honestly, it looks like the shrimp actually became a little better. Like the noodles spread out a little more.
Fucking hell.
Oh, yeah, doesn't that just look just like it looks like in Final Fantasy 15? Look, there's what it looks like in Final Fantasy 15 and on the package itself. And here's the reality. Not false advertising at all, right, guys and gals?
No, it's fucking 39 cents. Everybody understands the deal here.
Accuse them of false advertising. Come on. All right, I'm going to go grab a napkin because I know what's going to happen. I'm going to go to eat this. It's going to go everywhere.
Right?
All right.
It's in the literal cup. You put your face up to it.
Now for what you're waiting for. I'm actually going to taste
some of the
cup noodles for the first time since I was a kid. I had these when I was a kid, and that was it. I haven't had them since then, okay? Oh. So, what I'm going to do, let me get the chicken out of here while that gets ready. Shrimp. With shrimp, not shrimp flavored, with shrimp, supposed to have shrimp in it. Okay, whatever you say.
Thank you for clarifying for me. I was a little concerned.
Let's first of all just take a taste of the liquid itself without noodles.
Okay.
Okay.
Just a sip. Oh yeah, robust.
Okay. It tastes like not too salty. It actually tastes just like kind of seasoned water. I'm not even kidding you. It tastes like seasoned water. It doesn't taste like shrimp at all. Not at all, okay? All right, let me get another sip.
Okay.
Nope. There's not a single inkling of shrimp flavoring.
You're like tucked in bed,
it's basically just
listening to the stream.
Wow.
Well, it's almost 8:30
All right, well,
on the West
maybe the
Coast.
proof is in the noodles. Let's give the noodles a taste. Let's see what those taste
like. Maybe having
like.
a drink outside, smoking a fat dude.
And try to get a spoon. Oh, wow.
Maybe
it's even hard to get a spoon of noodle. Look, it's incredibly difficult to get a spoon of noodle out of it because they all pull away from you. I might need a fork. In fact, you know what? I'm going to get a fork. I don't think I could eat this without a fork.
Oh, smart. Damn! I hit that one across the fucking kitchen. Dude, this was like a telesnort.
Okay.
Listen to this shit.
It's incredible. And try to get a spoon. Oh, wow. It's even hard to get a spoon of noodle. Look.
This thing
it's
is
incredibly
like immense.
To get a spoon of noodle out of it because they all pull away from you.
He's going to walk away.
I might need a fork.
And then you're
In fact, you know what? I'm going to get a fork. I don't think I could eat this without a fork.
You ready? He projected that harder than his
I think what I'm going to have to do here, okay, then I'm going to have to take this fork,
okay,
and kind of twirl to get the noodles
like
to catch on the fork.
Italian man.
So now when I pull up, Now
Nailed
I
it.
can get a mouthful of noodles versus
Yeah,
before with the spoon.
big
It would all
old
just fall off.
heaping
All right, so I'm gonna
mouthful.
take a bite of this.
Ready. Nom 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 nom. The fucking pig slap noises.
All right. Oh, by the way, now that I have the fork, I can actually go through the noodles a lot better.
We're looking for the shrimp now.
See that?
We're digging
And I
through
can
the shrimp.
100% tell you there is
no-
not a single piece of shrimp in this with shrimp cup of noodles.
It's bullshit.
They 100% lied. It's complete false advertising. And I did not get one with any shrimp, not even a single one. It's just noodles and liquid and seasonings. That's it. Before I say anything, I'm going to take another forkful.
Oh, fuck.
Get
Buckle
a
up,
taste,
guys,
and I'll
it's
let you know
coming
what I think.
No. Oh, no. Look at it. It's in your face. Help. No. Oh. Okay. Let me go back.
And I'll let you know what I think.
Okay. We're doing this. Okay, we're good. We got it. We got it. Okay, playback speed. Yes. Here we go. Nice and sloppy. Nice and slow. What the ladies like. Okay. This is the slowest you can go. Voice. You can almost hear the noodles just falling back in there. You can hear the lip smacks. Heck. Am I higher? Does this music sound way better? With the slowdown. Oh.
Alright.
Alright, that's like a new Bearcat
There's
song.
good news and bad news. The good news is it's not horrible. It actually is palatable. It's not upsetting my stomach. It tastes pretty good, actually. It's basically just basic seasonings, like I said, with noodles and broth.
You're late, but
the noodles,
thanks
you
for
can't
being
taste
here.
egg. You can't taste anything. They're just kind of there. They taste like a generic noodle. All right.
Why are we supposed to?
Honestly, kind of more like chemicals than anything else, which is kind of what you would expect. And yeah, it's there.
Yeah,
but
it's
the
been
good
a while.
news is it actually is helping my throat a lot. It's
Already.
actually pretty warm.
Feeling just like
and
the
nicely
Seattle
is
air.
kind of soothing my sore throat. So with anything, what we may be finding today is that cup noodles is what you want when you have a sore throat. It'll make your throat feel better.
I would eat this still.
Now let's scoot over to the chicken. The chicken has corn, which is an added ingredient that the shrimp did not have, okay?
Fuck you, shrimp.
Maybe the chicken tastes more like chicken. At least we know there's ground chicken powder in this thing. This tastes nothing like shrimp
gotta
at
get
all.
the spicy
and
chicken.
it has no shrimp in it. Let's see what the chicken tastes like. Here we go.
Okay, we're gonna eat both cups of noodles because we're fat and tired and lazy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, I can't wait for this. Oh yeah, that's the sound you need.
Wow. Whew. Well, oh my God. Right off the bat, I can tell you, the chicken is way more salty than the shrimp.
You can
I
taste that
taste it. Now, it's
single
weird 'cause
percentage
remember we looked
of
at the
salt.
labels?
It's 1%.
As in shrimp has 44% of your sodium, and chicken has 45%. I would say bullshit. I don't
Dude,
think
it's
that
like
those
counting
are
frames
correct,
for this guy.
at least for the batch that I'm eating here. And this is
bullshit,
much more
dude.
salty than this. But it also has more flavor.
I counted them, okay? The
So what I'm
micrograms
actually
of
going
salt
to do,
with my tongue.
so I did this with the shrimp. I'm going to take a couple pieces of corn and just the broth and
Okay.
taste that.
Yeah, that's good shit. You hear like the metal hitting his teeth and shit.
So here's the thing.
Perfect.
The fact that this one has corn and the corn is very sweet is an added bonus. Because with the shrimp, you're just getting the same flavor
I'm sorry,
constantly
babe.
throughout. There's
That's
no
rough,
added
man.
ingredient in there.
I've been dealing
It's
with
just
some rough times with my pops,
seasoning, and you have to deal with that seasoning, right?
I feel you, brother. It'll all be
That's
okay.
my hamster drinking water. If you're wondering what that noise is. Here, The saltiness
keep
of the
stepping
broth is
in, my
very
guy.
salty, but it's
All you
being
gotta do, keep stepping.
combined with the sweetness of the corn actually tastes better in my opinion. I'm actually going to do one more forkful of the chicken. And then I'm going to give you my final verdict on cup noodles.
Okay.
Here we go. Yeah. I would say that
The chicken is better.
cup noodles is actually far more tasty than the shrimp. The shrimp, sadly, is a one-trick pony. If you don't like the flavoring of the seasoning of the shrimp, there's not much you can do about it.
Put some hot sauce in
It is
that
what it
shit.
is. If this one, you get not only the seasoning of the chicken stock flavoring with the salt, but you also get the conjecture of
the what?
The sweetness of the corn and the other ingredients that are in it, okay? Now, here's the thing. If my shrimp had actually had shrimp in it, it might have been better. Because this one has no chicken. It's just ground powdered chicken, okay? It's guaranteed not to have any chunks of chicken in it. It's not even advertised to have chunks of chicken in it. This one was supposed
It reminds
to
me
have
of like the
shrimp.
seizure bot video I
This
watched
is
where
blatant
like they
false
went over
advertisement.
all the
So
COVID
if you've
victims.
played Final Fantasy
And,
15, right?
Yeah. What if you did
looked at
one
the
with
picture,
Phil?
oh man,
I think people would just
that
die.
Looks amazing.
It would be like
Cup
a
noodles, the
5-hour
advertisements
video
everywhere
with Steve.
And oh my god, it looks so good. Now you know the truth. This is why I was making fun of it, and why most people who see that and have had it before are making fun of it. This is far from a gourmet product. This is the bottom of the barrel. You can't get a TV dinner or a microwave dinner or any kind of food prep for cheaper than this. This is the lowest, cheapest way to eat. It's also one of the most unhealthy due to the insanely high sodium content, okay? But hey, if you're strapped for cash and you need a quick meal and you have access to hot water, this is the way to do it, right?
You're set,
Again,
dude.
like I said, this is why college and university students, this is huge for them. Ranked directly against each other. On looks, you would think that the shrimp is just going to be
The
much
looks
better
of that
because it has shrimp
packaging,
in it while the chicken
okay.
doesn't. However, mine had none. Okay?
No shrimp.
My chicken had corn, which made
No
it better
chicken.
ultimately than the shrimp.
What the
so
fuck?
I'm going to give the shrimp cup noodles
Okay.
a 1.5 out of 5. It's
Trash
not
can.
disgusting. It's palatable. It certainly isn't anything I would want to eat a giant tub
Sounds
of.
better than
In
a
fact, even just
1.5.
eating this one cup of it might be a little bit too much.
Maybe it's rated
It's
system
not
with like
bad
out of 5.
tasting, but it doesn't taste like shrimp.
Okay.
And there's no shrimp in it despite the advertising. If this tasted more like shrimp and had more shrimp in it, I might give it like a 3 or 3.5. Right now, the only reason it gets a 1.5, sadly, is because it's cheap. It's one of the cheapest forms of food you can get, okay? The chicken cup noodles, I'm going to give a 2 out of 5.
Nailed it.
Because
2 of
it
5.
actually tastes better than the shrimp. There's no false advertising. It never said that it had chicken in it. It says chicken flavor. Okay.
See?
And with the corn,
Semantic
to
side Phil
juxtapose
coming
the
in play.
insane saltiness of it, it actually makes it tastier than this. However, it is less healthy for you because it has more sodium in it. Again, the only reason they get the
What if you
rankings they
mix
have
them?
is because of the cost. If these cost $1 or $2, they would be like 0. Okay? But because they're so cheap, they're not terrible products, they're just bad products. And they do have a couple more flavors, but the bottom line is you've seen the 2 staple flavors. Do you really trust if you get another flavor of cup noodles that it's going to have any of the ingredients in it that they claim? No, it's blatant false advertising to eat a crappy level product just because you're poor, basically. So, cup noodles with shrimp,
Sucks.
1.5 out of 5. Cup noodles with chicken,
Sucks.
or excuse me, I screwed that up. Cup noodles, chicken flavor, 2 out of 5. I don't recommend it unless you're strapped for cash, or if you're like me,
And you're sick.
your voice is really killing you, your throat is swollen.
But let me
it
record
actually
this
is soothing my
30-minute
throat, and I am
video.
going to have a little more of each because I know it's going to soothe my throat and make me feel a little better. That's pretty much the main focal point, or if you don't have a lot of money, it's a quick meal. That's it for DSP Tries It, everyone. Final Fantasy 15 Special Edition. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time.
Fantastic. Please watch my Patreon, do the Loot Crate stuff. I'm not a shill, okay? I don't shill, okay? Trolls would make fun of me, and then I can't shill to you anymore. Well, that was a good time. I mean, I think I got a little time left. Let's drop in on a certain field trip.
We don't know what you're talking about. So apparently
they're off doing other stuff too.
From Microsoft that claimed all this was happening.
See, nobody even wants to watch Phil. They have a restream and they ain't even watching the guy. Is that how boring? Hey, that's me, dudes. What's up? $5? All right, we're fucking living the dream tonight. God damn.
Would her stats be identical to Soon-Hee's?
It's terrible. You know what?
I wonder if his stats would be identical to Soon-Hee's.
Glad I checked in on this garbage. Oh well. Either way, that was good times. We had a bunch of fun, and we watched a lot of popular YouTube videos that Phil wants to watch on his YouTube birthday stream. Yeah. Can't wait for the tier list and then, you know, cake eating ceremony. It's gonna be a lot of fun, and it's gonna be some good times. I'm gonna try to do some videos and some streaming a little more. I'm done working for a month straight finally. Last weekend was finally like my first weekend to chill. I'm still terribly addicted to Balatro, so I'm probably gonna go play a little bit of that right now. I haven't played any Helldivers 2, even though I bought it, and then I'm buying Baldur's Gate 3 probably pretty soon too. My buddy once says, he's like, you got to play Drunk D&D Adventures with me. I was like, all right, sounds good, dude. Might as well. And then what else have I been up to? A new season of Destiny. That's been a good time. Had quite a bit of fun. And yeah, otherwise, editing videos, producing some new hot stream that I'm working on with a good friend of mine. Her and I are gonna do a little low-cal fun time stream, and where we're just gonna laugh at some stupid internet shit together, and it'll be choice and quality and a ton of fun. She's been working on it pretty hard behind the scenes. I didn't even expect it. She just said, "Hey, can we do a show together?" I was like, "Yeah, why not?" I mean, you'll probably like listening to her more than Clothes in My Closet, and that's very fair. Because she sounds very nice, and Close is very mad at Phil most of the time. But she might get a laugh out of you every now and then. It'll be fun. That's what I got going on. Otherwise, I got my secret project, wink, 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 for those of you who know about it. I'm sure more of you will slowly get to know about it, but that's coming real soon. I didn't expect it to happen so soon, so I got some final odds and ends to tie up and finish up, and yeah, I just rounded out the rest of my year with some nice vacation stuff. Gonna go to Cali Roots again. Gonna go to Aftershock again. Gotta go see the bands and the concerts. Have good times with friends. That's the important thing in life. And go touch that grass. Go hang out outside. Go wake up, stare at the sun, pet a kitty cat. I don't know. Take your girlfriend on a nice movie date. I don't know. Get out there, man. Go take her to sushi. Do some fun things. Have a vacation. Enjoy your life. Like, that's the point. That's all I want. I want to enjoy my life just like you want to enjoy yours. And you know what? I really enjoyed tonight. So thank you for letting me blow off a little Steam chat. I had a great time. Let me pick a little outro song for you while we're wrapping up here. I'll put you to the little ending screen. And I'm hopefully going to be streaming here pretty soon. Maybe Saturday. Maybe Saturday if it all works out. What do we want to listen to? Right now I've been listening to a lot of hippie hoppies. Let's see here. Maybe that one. I haven't listened to that one in a while. Got to go down the list. No. You know what? I'm in. We're having a little atmosphere. You guys have a good night. I'll see you soon.
I don't know what that means, but I know that I mean it.
Go check out somebody else's stream. Thank you for hanging out.
Or maybe I only look out the window when it's scenic.
Bye-bye.
Atmosphere finally made a good record. Yeah, right. That shit almost sounds convincing. The last time I felt as sick and contradictive as this was the last time we played a show in Cincy. Get real, they tell me. If only they knew how real this life really gets. They would stop acting like a silly bitch. They would respect the cock, whether or not they believed in it. Doesn't take much, and that's messed up, because these people do a lot of simple shit to impress us. While everyone was trying to outdo the last man, I was just a ghost trying to catch some Miss Pac-Man. Hello, ma'am, would you be interested in some sexual positions and emotional investments? See, I'm not insane, in fact, I'm kinda rational. When I be asking, yo, where did all the passion go? East Coast, West Coast, down south, Midwest. Nowadays, everybody knows how to get fresh. Somebody give me a big yes. God bless America, but she stole the beef from Bless. Now I'm too fucked up to dance, so I'ma sit with my hand down the front of my pants. You can't achieve your goals if you don't take that chance. So go pry open that trunk and get those amps. You know? In the days of kings and queens, I was a jester. Treat me like a god, or they treat me like a leper. You see me move back and forth between both. I'm trying to find a balance, I'm trying to build a balance. In the days of kings and queens, I was a jester. Treat me like a god, or they treat me like a leper. You see me move back and forth between both. I'm trying to find a balance. I'm trying to find a balance, I'm trying to build a balance. I'm trying to find a balance, I'm trying to build a balance. So now I keep a close eye on my pets, because they make most of their moves off of instinct and sense. It's eat, sleep, fuck, and self-defense. So straight, you can set your clocks and place bets. Wait, let's pray on a blind, deaf, dumb, dead. Hustle, maybe a couple will love what you said. MCs drag their feet across a big naked land with an empty bag of seed and a fake shake of hands. Yeah, I got some last words. Fuck all of y'all. Stop writing raps and go play volleyball. Gotta journey the world in a hurry, cause my attorney didn't put enough girls on the jury. Guilty of dropping these bombs in the city, but I'm innocent. Love is the motive, that's why I'm killing them. Guilty of setting my fire in all 50, but I'm innocent. Blame it on my equilibrium. In the days of kings and queens, I was a jester. Treat me like a god, or they treat me like a leper. You see me move back and forth between both. I'm trying to find a balance, I'm trying to build a balance. In the days of kings and queens, I was a jester. Treat me like a god, or they treat me like a leper. You see me move back and forth between both. I'm trying to find a balance. I'm trying to find a balance, I'm trying to build a balance. I'm trying to find a balance, I'm trying to build a balance. I'm trying to find a balance, I'm trying to build a balance. I gotta find my balance, I gotta find my balance. Now all my friends are famous. See the one thing or another. Y'all don't know what my name is. Probably know both of my brothers. One is a hard-working savior, the other's a hard-working soldier. I'm just your next-door neighbor, working hard and trying to stay sober. Wait for the car at the corner, pretend like you know what the plot is. Won't quit till I hit California, make you my Golden State goddess.
When I was little, my father was